Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Crawford and welcome to Mrs. Cford Vlogs. Today I want to talk a little bit about collaboration. It's really kind of building on my previous vlog that was about building your PLN into your PLF and how those relationships were important for kind of understanding other people, to be able to relate to people in a different way, to have a real understanding of where others are coming from, which helps us as a teacher to relate to other teachers and to build better lessons, stronger lessons, but also to relate to our students in a new way too. So when we talk about collaboration, it's not just what we do with our students or have our students do in the classroom, and it's not just with people in the building. I think that we need to go outside of the box a little bit with our thinking, extend ourselves more for collaboration. Now that we have access to so many resources that are outside of our areas. So an experience actually drove me to want to talk about collaboration for this blog post. Tisha Richmond, if you're not familiar with her, she is a fantastic culinary teacher and she does great things in her classroom. She really works hard to make it meaningful to them, but she uses gamification. They do things with the Amazing Race, with their food trucks. It is so fun to watch the posts from her classes where they have posted their creations, where they've had contests. There's real excitement there, and those kids know how to cook. So recently she had posted something about the start of the Amazing Race for this semester. And I had loved what she had posted, and I just kind of commented, oh, we should collaborate. You know, I teach 8th graders and she teaches high schoolers, but I immediately thought, oh, we could do like a marketing aspect. My kids could look at, you know, what's already been written, food poetry and that kind of thing, and how people are effective at communicating about food and how they make people want to buy it, how that marketing is done to persuade them, all of that. Maybe we could go on, maybe we could do a collaboration where we took that kind of aspect while your kids are doing the cooking aspect. And she was great with that. She was excited about the chance to collaborate. In fact, she introduced me to the tool that I think makes collaboration outside of your comfort zone, you know, with someone that's not in your school, who may be in a different city, a different state, a different country, makes it possible, which is the Voxer app. If you haven't used Voxer, I highly recommend doing it. Walkie-talkie app that lets you just use your own spoken message, so you don't have to worry about texting or emailing. The messages stay there. You can do a free account, but it lets you get all of your thoughts out at one time. Someone can tell the tone that you have. You can correct yourself immediately. You don't have to worry about autocorrect. So Voxer has been a great tool. So if you've been afraid of collaboration for that, like time restraint of it, you know, how would you get the same time zone? How would you worry about when you're going to communicate? That's a great solution to it. You don't have to be in the same time zone. You don't even have to be on at the same time. You can allow notifications so that you will be notified when there is a message waiting for you. It's a great communication tool for this kind of collaboration. So she had introduced me to Voxer, said, let's get on there, let's start a chat, and we'll just go back and forth and we'll develop this idea. This idea started from nothing but her Twitter post. She was proud of what her kids were doing. She was excited. She wanted people to be excited with her. It took me just having to say, hey, do you want to collaborate on this? I would love to. And her being open to that collaboration for this great thing to happen. Where now we've got my class, her class, excited about this. We have brought in new concepts and new skills. We're going to be using Flipgrid to talk to each other. So they are going to be also working on their speaking and listening too. It's going to be a great experience for all of us. I'm sure I'm going to learn plenty about how to do it better the next time also. But the kids are seeing us take that risk. When we talk about Twitter as a collaborative tool, I think sometimes we see it just as we're kind of talking to each other, but it doesn't necessarily go beyond that. So when we go back to the idea of building relationships, this conversation between Tisha and I that started from one tweet that just took us truly having a conversation going back and forth, which then extended into Voxer, where we could really talk and start brainstorming. I mean, I would finish having one of my, you know, you push the button for the walkie-talkie. I'd finish having my talk, and as soon as I was done and she had listened to it, she's got one coming, and then I'm going back. And if we happened to be on at the same time, it was exciting. We could see it taking shape. And then, even at work, if I knew I had one, I could listen to it on my prep period and respond to her right away. There wasn't that time constraint. So all of that just because we took that chance on Twitter to respond to a tweet. When we talk about Twitter as a collaborative tool, one of the best ways to get into that situation is to find a Twitter chat that you really feel connected to. For me, I like going to XPLAP every week. I like TLAP every week. I know kind of the core group of people who are there. I've built relationships with them. I feel good sharing my ideas, but also interacting with theirs. So if you're someone who participates in Twitter chats regularly, but you always answer the questions and never really interact with anyone, or if you're someone who likes watching the Twitter chats, but you don't really interact, you need to take that next step. You don't have to necessarily even answer the question if you're someone who kind of lurks there, and doesn't necessarily participate. You don't have to answer a question. You can find someone's idea and start asking them about it. How would you apply it to this content area? Did you have any behavior issues when you did this? What do you think about setting up a Skype in our classroom? And if you're someone who answers the questions but doesn't participate with others, the same really applies for you. It's all about building that relationship. So when you reach out, there's this excitement like, okay, maybe it's not going to be the exact collaboration you had in your mind when you began, but it's going to be something. It's going to be something new, something that you are building. So I'm challenging you to go into a Twitter chat, find a hashtag that you love that's pertinent to you. Find someone that's in your PLN that you're trying to get to know better or that you have a relationship with, but you want to build it more, and respond to them. Respond to them and try to form a collaboration. You don't have to do something with your classes. You don't have to say we're going to Skype each other, we're going to start this topic. You can collaborate with that teacher to come up with something too. Share ideas, build relationships, collaborate. You'll be amazed at what you'll find. As I go on this journey with Tisha, she's also collaborating with the first grade classroom. To me, that's really exciting. We're going to see 3 different levels of kids coming together on the same kind of journey, but taking different paths to get there, looking at different skills, but they'll all end up knowing something more at the end than what they did at the beginning. And they'll have been with people in different parts of the country that they may not have talked with before. I mean, here we're in the Midwest, Tisha's in Oregon, so it's going to be, a difference there even in how we hear the kids talking in their flip grids, maybe in how they dress. So again, it's all a learning experience as long as we take that first step outside of our comfort zone and try to collaborate. So again, your challenge. Find that Twitter chat that you're going to participate in. Find that person you're going to reply to, the questions you're going to ask. Find a collaboration, build a collaboration, start a collaboration, and figure out how powerful that really is in building relationships and giving you confidence and getting you excited to try something new. So I hope that you enjoyed this, you found something useful in it, and that you will share your journey with your collaborations, or if you've collaborated really successfully in the past and you're excited about the outcome of it, please share. That would be great. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you next time for Mrs. Cford Vlogs.